It was a tough fight, though. They didn't show the 3 rounds. It was actually a 3 round elimination. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you too. I was surprised that it was like 1 round on the show, but there you guys did
Yeah,
three
no.
rounds.
And I'm shocked they didn't show this because it went all 3 rounds. I actually got the first point on Chris.
Let's get started right at the beginning here because you came in as one of only two amazing race players. So what was that like for you? Did you know Dusty ahead of time, anything like that?
So me and Dusty communicated before the show. We heard that we both got called, and we were talking every day, Steph, just trying to game plan as much as we can because we knew coming in here we were pretty much effed. Like we were gonna be these I knew in order for me to go far this season, I had to win multiple eliminations because we were gonna get put in multiple times, and that's how I was gonna shake out. We didn't have the connections in the house, and it showed that episode one, I got put in just not because I made anybody mad, just because I just didn't have those same connections that everybody else had. And thank you for the Hopper. Hopper is my boy. It saved me the first time. There was some luck involved there for me to be safe. But yeah, it's we knew that coming in, and I wasn't scared. I wasn't gonna say no. I was hoping there's gonna be at least 3 of us like season one, but there was just 2 of us. But hey, that's how it happened, and I'm ready to compete.
Right. And the extra added layer of that is you were outnumbered by Survivor and Big Brother, but then you guys are outnumbered by the MTV vets as well. So how did that affect things for you going forward, seeing all these MTV vets entering the game on their jet skis, no less?
Yeah. These vets always talk about, oh yeah, we don't have the numbers in this house. We're the underdogs. Like, no, you're not. These guys are. We got 2, dude, 2. But yeah, no, they are technically another group of underdogs, technically, right? Because they have the least amount of numbers, and they come in with this persona of how good they are. We're hauling their statues up a mountain. It's like production is forcing us to come after you guys. They're coming in on jet skis, looking like pirates, and like no, dude, but but yeah, so what was crazy was I was gonna say something else. I'm sorry. I've done a lot of interviews today.
No,
Uh, uh, what was about the MTV? I was hoping that it was gonna be like season one. Then they called me for the challenge. I'm like, oh, Challenge USA season. Oh, like season one, perfect. Everybody's a rookie. Everybody's, there was a lot of puzzles, not a lot of physical activity. Steph, I'm 36 years old with a career. I can't get hurt on TV. And my job is gonna be like, yo, what are you doing, dude? Like, come on, you have a career here. So I was really happy. I was like, all right, this season's full of puzzles. This is gonna be the great. And then I find out that I get there, it's mostly physical. I didn't see a single puzzle.
I
Oh,
know.
and there's secret voting. I didn't do that on the Amazing Race. There's no secrets going on. Oh yeah, and let's add some vets that have done this 20 times. And I'm just like, great. Like, what do you guys put me into? But it was fun. It was really cool.
And you did find yourself the target this time around. It was a little bit of a vet idea, I would say. Like Josh kind of like spearheaded you going in. And what was the thing with Josh anyway? Like I didn't understand that drama. Like, did you even vote for him? Because I
All
know.
right. Okay. Yes. Let's start from the beginning. Me and Josh, we met him. We live in Miami, right? He came to my Amazing Race finale. He was hanging out with the Big Brother family, Derek and Claire friends. So I got to meet him. He was cool. Were we best friends? No, we were acquaintances, but we talked. We got along. It was cool. So when I got called for the season, I told him, hey, I'm coming on. And when I came on, I was ready to work with him. As a matter of fact, he said he didn't want to pick me on the red team because he needed his friends on other teams. I was like,
Interesting.
cool, Josh, cool. I got picked for nominations the first time around. I got picked for elimination, and I asked Josh, let's get some girl names in there, man. I need your help here. He's like, yeah, got you. And he did the opposite of that. He put a lot of guy names. He wanted to put Monty in to get a strong guy out of the green team. So I'm like, Josh, what's going on? I'm like, Josh, I approached him afterwards. Hey, man, what's going on here? He's like, look, my team wanted to go a different direction. And then he's not speaking game with me. When somebody doesn't speak game with you, that's a huge tell. Huge. So he's not speaking game with me, and I decided to go one way in the house. So I did vote for him. how he found out originally. He was grilling me at one point. Hey, did you vote for me? I know you voted for me. I'm like, Josh, I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Did you vote for me, Josh? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. So word got out somehow. I don't know who it was. Was it somebody on my team? Was it Dusty? I don't know. So
How many people knew that you voted for him?
My whole team and Dusty.
Oh, okay.
So word got out, found out. And at one point, I kind of did mess up though. I did confirm, like, yeah, I did vote for you, man. Like, so I kind of messed up there. So it's he's a good gamer. He's a good gamer. He got his way nominations. That I had numbers in there. Those girls, I told those girls, hey, I was gonna take care of them. I thought between Michelle, Tiffany, and Chanel that they were gonna have some numbers there. I was gonna have some numbers with them, and then I had Dusty there, so I was like, I should be safe. I should be good, and that didn't happen.
Yeah. Did you have like a conversation with Josh after that, like after these like outbursts, I would say? Like,
yeah, we've been already partying and drinking like the last 2 weeks. Okay. We're good. At the end of the day, look, we're good. We're good. We're competitors on a reality show. It happens, you know. And he has a way of expressing himself on TV that I don't do, right? And I don't hate Josh for that. I love his energy. I love his intensity. And that's why he's been called back so many times. I'm not as great at TV as he is. I'll admit that. You know, it's not my style. And we're good. We're so good. We're you know, and we understand where we are in this house, and that's how our relationship is.
Cool. So like potentially, like if there was a season 3 and you were both on it, it would be more of an alliance kind of deal then.
I can't promise that either.
Okay. So in season 3, we'd have to see.
I'll say this, Steph, because in that house, when you try to plan ahead, it's not a good idea because things change in that house so rapidly. And I'll never forget, Bananas told me this in the beginning. He's like, yo, things change every single day. Don't try to plan ahead. Just take everything as the house gives you. And I was like, I don't know, man. You have to have a game plan. I didn't tell him this, but I'm thinking, I don't know. You have to have a game plan. You should, set some goals or whatever. And he was right. Things change all the time, and you never know what could happen.
Right. Like when you make plans, God laughs. So you can't really, even in the challenge.
Oh, yeah. Especially in the challenge. Oh, Lewis, you think there's no secret voting? Here you go. Secret voting. Oh, look, here's some jet skis with some veterans on them. Hey, there you go.
Right. Oh, my God. And I mean, speaking of, I was going to ask you like plans, like speaking of plans, but like it's so hard to answer. And it's such a hypothetical, like, if you were to have won that elimination with Chris, I was wondering like what your future on that season would have been. Like, would you have defected? What would your alliances have looked like after that point?
So I would have defected. I would have gone to the blue squad. I think that would have been my best chances for me because the best way to stay out of elimination is winning those daily challenges. Mm-hmm. And blue squad was just squatted. So I think I would have done that. And after how hard Josh came at me, I think I would have definitely just stayed on the opposite side of him. Like there's no switching from that, you know. I try to have conversations with him. I try to have him understand, like, yo, like what's going on with us here? Like, let's talk about this. And he seemed, after I spoke to him, he'll act like things are okay, and things weren't okay. So there was no trusting. I couldn't trust Josh anymore. And I feel like that would have been, you know, just a constant battle. But at the end of the day, Josh won. He got his way. I did not win that elimination. It was just a tough elimination for me. I knew I had to win multiple eliminations to survive the season, and I didn't. At the end of the day, hey, Josh won.
Yeah. And you put up an amazing fight in that elimination too. It was one of the classic ones, like, I guess a variation of the pole wrestle, you would say. Yeah. So what was it like competing in one of the more classic eliminations, especially against somebody like Chris too? Like you guys were titans up in there.
I knew. So I did not want to see 2 eliminations coming into the Challenge USA, and that was a hall brawl or a pole wrestle. Why? Because I'm just not the biggest person. Can I win a hall brawl? Absolutely. Can I win a pole wrestle? Yeah, but the odds are just tougher when people outweigh you. So I did not want to see that, and that's exactly what I got against a dude that outweighs me by 25 pounds, played college football, and yeah, he's just he just it was a tough fight though. They didn't show the 3 rounds. It was actually a 3-round elimination. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you too. I was surprised that it was like 1 round on the show, but you guys did 3 rounds.
And I'm shocked they didn't show this because it went all 3 rounds. I actually got the first point on Chris. I got the first point because it was different starting off. So the 𝐒𝐴 was hanging in the middle of the ring, and we were both on opposite sides, right?
Okay.
And we're on the outer side of the circle, and we had to run in, grab it, and then reach to the outside of the ring and get a point. So I got some speed on Chris. So I got to that was my advantage there. So I ran to the middle. I got it before him. I snatched the 𝐒𝐴 where he tried to tackle me. I did like a spin move. He bounced off me, and I got the point. So that was actually the first round. After that, we had to start from the middle. We're both grabbing the 𝐒𝐴 in the middle, and that's when the rules changed. And he's just bigger and stronger. Like I thought he was gonna tire out, and my hands tired out. Like my hands were shaking afterwards. My forearms couldn't close. I couldn't even like grip anymore. Towards the end, I was holding onto his legs like with my biceps, and he just slipped and got the last point. What you saw there was actually the second round. Only the second round they showed. Yeah. It was, and I'm shocked they didn't show that. It was intense. It was dramatic. It was on the edge of your seat. Good. Like, and I had a first point on him, and then he came back and scored the last 2. Like, I was so sad. I was so bummed
that's
out.
what you want to see too on the show was like people going back and forth and it being like such a tight race. Like I'm shocked they wouldn't have shown that.
I'm so sad they didn't show that.
Yeah.
I was so shocked and sad, and it showed me putting up a better fight. I want to look better on TV than just to lose 1 round.
Oh,
so
my
that's
gosh.
what happened. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. I'm glad that you mentioned that too, because I was going to ask, but I was like, oh, they probably just did the 1 and that's what they show. Because wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's the challenge for you though. They throw everything in the mix.
Yeah.
So could you come back for another season if asked?
I would never say no to the challenge. But I'll be real. If somehow they tell me, hey, by the way, it's another secret voting season, I think I'll have to decline because I don't like the secret voting stuff. It's just not my game, Stephanie. Like I don't come from Survivor and Big Brother. I come from the Amazing Race where there's none of that politicking, and then you have this secret voting, these whispers, these lies. It's just a different facet of the game that I just did not enjoy. I have respect for people that do that show, that do that type of game. I have respect for Survivor and Big Brother. You need a special tenacity to do that. And I love watching it on TV. I absolutely love watching it, but I don't want to be a part of that. And I got that this season, and it was so difficult for me. But they're never going to show. They're never going to tell you that information. They're never going to tell you what type of season it is.
Right.
So if they tell me to apply, I will say yes. Do I think I'll come back? Do I think they'll pick me? I don't think they will. I'm just not. I'm too chill. They're looking for Josh's, not Lewis's. Say it again.
You need to be the foil to somebody like Josh, though. Like we need those balances.
Do we? I guess there's a lot of storyline there with me and Josh and with me and Dusty.
There you go.
I don't know.
You're already building in the storylines for them as we go.
I don't know. I guess maybe. I just don't see myself as that, that person that made this the Bananas. It's masterful what he goes and starts an argument with people. It's great TV. Josh, his intensity. You have Tiffany's humor in her confessionals, and I didn't show any of my humorous stuff, and I'm very chill and laid back. So I don't know. I'm not sure they'll pick me again, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Asterisks on that one there.
Yeah, right.
Thank you so much, Lewis, for taking the time to chat with me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.